Hello, I'm Donnie. I've been friends with Christine for 16 years now. We both worked at the hat store together, and that's where we first met. My dad bought this place when it was just kind of like bare bones. It was livable and everything like that. Like, he moved here, and then he built this downstairs area for my grandma so he could keep an eye on her and stuff like that. And she wasn't into it. So I asked him if I could have it, in a sense, and he was like, what are you gonna do with it? And I was like, I don't know, we come up here and snowboard all the time, like, be cool to have, like, host my friends here and then maybe do like an Airbnb. And then fast forward to COVID, I was in a 1-bedroom apartment in Long Beach and like just didn't leave my living room. So at that point I decided to move up here and put all my effort into this, and then maybe turn it into an Airbnb so my dad could have like some type of supplemental income. And it got to the point where it was getting close, but it wasn't really there. And then like the problem with like living in the mountains is the weather destroys a lot of things. Coming up on a year I've lived here now by myself and trying to put all my effort into making it a pure space, Airbnb, multi-function type of thing. Live here full time. So yeah, this is what I've created so far. This is the living room. We had this in our living room back in Highland Park 10 years ago. So this is my floating credenza. This is like the first cabinetry or thing I've ever attempted to make. In my head it seemed a lot smaller, and then kind of big and massive. Everything like soft clothes and everything. So you can see all my cables and weird stuff that I hide. I made the painting. It was my first attempt at like doing like kind of like abstract stuff. Doubles as like a sound deadener. So like everything behind it, you can hear my dog just going ham. Everything behind it's like a wool insulation, so like they have them in recording studios and stuff like that, because like down here it was like super echoey. So it's just like my attempt at making functional art that also sound deadened. Kitchens. I found this thing on Facebook Marketplace, which I'm extremely impressed by it. It's like from the 60s and it's all electric. It hasn't missed a beat, and like everything kind of like lights up on it. This is the first experience with kitchen build. So basically bottom cabinets are at IKEA. I did a pour-in concrete countertop. It was pretty smooth, and then my dad went to go finish trial it and then made it all rough. So we had a little issue, and then so this is like a skim coat that didn't really work that well. This is why this one and this one don't match. This one worked out somewhat well, but not to my liking. So one day I'll color match them. This is my office. In the kitchen, it was feeling too much like appliance, like desk. So I built this slat wall, built a desk, and then did the same thing with the concrete like sonotube and made it like a little stand. It's been good so far. I'm actually impressed. One of the things I need to do right off the bat when I first move back again to make a living, because I do graphic design. But that's how I pay my bills for my bills. Bedroom. I want to do like a little headboard type of thing to match kind of like the island out there with like the slats and everything. I built the ledge bookshelf type of thing.
Still have the chairs.
The chairs that have lasted
through the previous
10 years.
Yeah. So
that we had them in Highland Park, and then yeah, they are still one of my favorite chairs. I don't know. Don't think I'll get rid of them. I have an obsession with Facebook Marketplace, and I like go on it every morning. Found this like a Wes Lang poster from his show in Europe, and this is the gallery. There's only like 2 records of it like actually being a print, so it could be real, it could be not. But the guy that I bought it off said his brother was stationed out in Europe and sent it back, and his wife hated it, so he had to get rid of it. It's framed so nice and everything, so I'm like, someone spent the time to frame it and do all this. It has to be like maybe somewhat legit, but I could also just have a Costco print right there, so we never know. Half of my artwork I've gotten because people's wives hated them and they wanted to get them out. So I'll show you the other one over here. Two Cleons. This dude had them up for like 1,500 to 3 grand, and I lowballed him at 800 bucks. And he's like, I have to get rid of them because my wife is getting so pissed off at me, so just take them. It's a little aggressive in some ways, but isn't art supposed to be controversial in some manners? Bathroom. Shower doors are expensive, and so basically I saw a bunch of European and Spanish stuff with these glass blocks. Welded the whole box around it, grouted the things in, and then built the frame, and this is a temporary plexiglass because I didn't know if I wanted it to be lined or clear, but I think I'm going to do it clear, and then I have to build a shower door eventually. This is a work in progress room. Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist finds a lot of my furniture from Long Beach from the last year, because when I was living here during COVID, it was all light wood and I got kind of bored of it, so I went and lived in kind of a Spanish style apartment, so I wanted to do all dark wood. And so now this room just houses all the dark wood. Wall unit has gone in every single room of this downstairs because I didn't know where it looked the best, and so now it's lived in partial areas, but I think it's gonna stay there. I picked up this bad boy the other day. I thought I would never own because it's kind of wild in some ways and a little big, but it was a good price. This was technically gonna be the master bedroom, but now I have stairs going upstairs. Try to set up as could be a sleeper kind of chill area. Downstairs is the most livable area right now. There is a whole upstairs 3-bedroom, 3-bath, living room, 2 sunken in. There's a lot of work to go on up there and everything like that, but the plan is to kind of finish this off, Airbnb it, traveling nurse or something like that, and then live upstairs. The wood paneling that you see right there, it makes it really dark in here. So by just opening up this doorway and adding those doors, the natural light that comes in here, pretty nice to see every morning when you wake up. We are going to be doing everything ourselves and trying to make it look the best we can, so it's going to be interesting. And then you come out here, that's my dad's pride and joy. He bought it when he was 16 and he's had it ever since. It's gone through tons of color changes, motor changes. Screen printing is a decent income for me, and it's a fun hobby to learn. Learning how to expose, print, all that kind of stuff, textures, plastisol. It's been a big learning curve, but it's been pretty fun, and then you're gonna make fun things for your friends. And then I also use it to work in all my bikes and everything. Thanks, Christine, for showing my place and all the work I've done here. If you want to see the journey and see my mishaps and my failures and my successes, just go to the Instagram, find it at Chateau Pines. There was a diner that my grandma used to go to or been to that was down the street, and it was attached to it was the country club. So when I was doing all the back research on Running Springs, that popped up. I was like, dang, that's cool. So then basically just stole it. But my whole idea was when I started this was I just want friends and family to come up here and enjoy it. So it's a wellness retreat. So that's why I built the sauna, the skate ramp, and all that kind of stuff. Friends come here and can kind of decompress a little bit and enjoy being outside, but not just sitting around. So I have a lot of outside activities that we'll show you later on.
Yeah, thank you so much.